Hello everybody, welcome back to LFTD Offroad. As per some of the requests of one of my good buddies, he said I ought to film myself while I'm doing these videos, so I'm giving it a shot. I got a tripod. I've had this tripod for a while, I just haven't really used it that much. But anyway, what you're looking at behind me here is a new project. As some of you may know, I'm starting LFTD Offroad and I have to start making money. So I got myself a 97 Dodge Dakota 4x4 Magnum V8. Pretty cool truck. What I plan on doing with it is fixing it up. It does have some issues. Try to get a better look at it. It does have some issues. Fix it up, give it the LFTD Offroad touch, and try to resell it. I've gotten a lot of compliments on my Suburban with the bed coating and the Under Armour on it. I won't be able to do a cage or roll bar on it yet because I'm not very proficient with the welding. So it already has some issues. I said it needs a new transfer case, the parking brake needs to be fixed, and a bunch of other things. So I plan on giving it the LFTD Offroad touch, and we will see what I can do. And hopefully somebody will like it enough to buy it from me. So, alright, I'll be back in a few. Alright, one of the cool things I thought, I got a free transfer case with this truck. This is a 231. Hopefully I can make sure it fits, well, make sure it's good and swap it out with the one that's broken underneath. I also got a pallet. I know those you can usually get free, but it was already in the truck. Guy asked me if I wanted it, so I took it. So I got a transfer case, a pallet, and he also gave me a couple control arm bushings. He said there was a couple bushings that were bad, but he only got two right there. If it doesn't look like it'll focus, maybe. But anyway, it's a couple cheap little control arm bushings, and I may or may not use those. I might actually invest in some polyurethanes. You can see here it's got the V8. It is a 97. I'm not sure if that's the 5.2 or the 5.9, I think it was. So yeah, it's got some issues. You see we got the front bumper's dented there, the fascia is kind of broken. There, it's missing one of the fog lights. I need some new tires and a bunch of other little things. So I'm going to get it up on jack stands and start looking underneath. And be back in a little bit. Alright, we are back. I got the truck up on jack stands, and I got the wheels off and the skid plates, and right away I can tell you that my floor jack leaks. That's oil from my floor jack. So I gotta give that thing some attention. But aside from that, I've learned so far that pretty much all four ball joints are bad. Oh, got some bad ball joints. That's just the top one. This knuckle tie rod end, the boot is bad on this, so probably have to replace that. All the control arm bushings are dry rotted and practically fallen out, and the brake pads on this side I think look fair. They're not great, but I'll probably replace them anyway. And go over to this side, pretty much the same thing. You got your ball joints, control arm bushings, tie rod end, and on this side the brake pads look a little bit worse, so because of that I'll probably end up doing the brake pads. So I gotta take off the control arms, do the ball joints. This one definitely looks like it's replaceable. The bottom ball joint, I think I might have to replace the whole control arm for that one. I don't know if there's a pressable, removable or not. And the back, haven't really looked at the back yet. I just got done messing with the front end. So, here, check this out. This was on the skid plate that I took off. You see it? And let's see if we get some light in here. This is a piece of the transfer case that was on the skid plate. So that's not the only piece. That's one of a few pieces that fell out of the skid plate when I removed it. And oh well, I already put it back in. Here's the skid plate that covers the transfer case. When I dropped this, guess what fell out with it? The drain plug for the transfer case. So no wonder it blew up. The drain plug fell out, lost all of its oil, and who knows what kind of damage that did. The front drive shaft doesn't even grip the chain. When you spin the front drive shaft, it don't even grip the chain. It just spins inside the chain. So that tells me there's something else inside the T-case that's seriously wrong if the gears aren't engaged. The engine, here's the engine. I haven't done anything with that yet. Like I said, I just now got finished removing the skid plates and the tires. Let's see what that looks like on here. Do you have a focus? Yeah, it's too small. I don't know. So I still don't know what size engine this is exactly. It's a 5 something. Like I said, the back, haven't done that. Haven't looked at that yet. But I got the skid plates removed, tires off, and one thing that irritates the crap out of me, I think it's this wheel. All 6 lugs on this wheel are a different size than the other 3 wheels. So I'm going to have to address that. I don't know if I have to get all new studs or if I can just swap out the lug nuts with the same size. I have to look into that. So there you have it. I've got the skid plates. Look how filthy they are. I'm going to clean those up, of course. Clean them up, make them look nice. Take care of that other stuff in there. And as we all know, got a lot more than I bargained for. I don't know if you can see that. That is what's left of the parking brake. The guy told me it was stretched. That's why it didn't work. But when I came down here and looked at it, oh, the light is terrible. Where's it at? Let's zoom out. There's 2 hoses, or what looks like hoses, right here. That's where the parking brake. Where's it at? Those are the 2 parking brake lines where they're supposed to be. Somehow they got cut off. There's a sway bar. Zoom out. There's a sway bar mount. You can see that was cut off for some reason. The stud is still there, but there's no sway bar under here. So that was cut out at some point. The rear doesn't really need a sway bar though. It's nice to have, but the rear don't really need sway bar. So that's where I'm at right now. The wheels are filthy, everything's completely dirty. So I got ball joints, control arm bushings. Why is it not focusing? I don't know. I don't know why it's not focusing. What's this button? What does that do? That does something. Shooting star. I think that's a picture, something, I don't know. But oh well, I don't know what that button's doing. But anyway, tie rod ends, brake pads, ball joints, control arm bushings, new T-case. So that's what happens when you buy used stuff, especially stuff that you already know there's problems with. If you already know there's problems with it when you buy it, you can almost bet that there's going to be more once you start digging. So, well, I think that'll be it for now. That'll be it for tonight. Start cleaning up, packing up, getting ready to go inside. So that'll be it for tonight. This is Lifted Offroad. Let me get a good light. Where's some light at? There's some decent light. Give you a little pan on my shop at the same time. So that'll be it for tonight. Until next time, have fun. Stay lifted.